So today we're going to take the mountain bike that we built up and actually put on the trail. As you remember from the first video, I'm a little too big for the bike. So we have a ringer in to ride the bike. Tell me, and everybody else, what kind of experience do you have riding bikes in general?
Overall, I'm more so like a road biker, kind of getting into gravel biking. I ride single speed fix, all of it, everything's a good experience. So I'm a variety type of person.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
So what about mountain biking? Have you ever tried it before?
Not at all. Probably been riding mountain bikes for about 5 minutes.
Okay, okay. That's more than some people, so that's good. That's good. Cool. So yeah, I guess based on what you know about bikes and mountain biking, what are your expectations for today as far as mountain biking in general?
I feel a little nervous as far as like being on the terrain and the rocks or whatever, but I think that more so comes from the aspect of road bike, you're trying to dodge everything, but with mountain biking, I have to think like you have the big tires, you can take it, you have the brakes and the shocks for a reason. So.
Cool, cool. Yeah. So as far as that was perfect segue. So speaking of big tires and brakes and suspension, so this bike is from Costco, and there's sometimes some stigma with these bikes.
Yeah.
What's your expectations given the bike?
Honestly, I don't want to talk about other brands, but the fact that you said Costco and I actually hold a Costco card, I trust that I'll be okay on this bike.
Okay, okay.
So.
Good, good. Awesome. Well, in that case, let's, I guess, get on the trails. So today we are at Rockburn in Maryland. We're going to go around some of the perimeter loops, introduce her to the trails, and just have a good day on the bike. All right, so I couldn't do this today alone, so I got some outside help from a wonderful local, Diana. How's it going, Diana?
Hey guys, what's up?
So, for the folks that don't know you, who are you?
I am a local coach. I work with the Maryland Interscholastic Cycling League, which is our state NICA league, and I also work with a women's coaching group called Muddy Pedals.
Awesome, awesome. So when I asked you to come out today to help out, I guess, what got you excited and what are you hoping to accomplish today?
So Lily, she's been wanting to get into mountain biking so she could also help out with the Mickle League and work with getting more kids in the area on bikes. So we need to get her on a mountain bike first. So I'm really excited to just give her the basic fundamentals to keep her safe on the trail so she can have a good time and stay relaxed.
Awesome. So with that, Lily.
Yep.
All right, so Corey, after watching the videos and after building the bike from Costco, I think it's a fine bike for a beginner. But also you got to remember the build costs and everything else like that to get it there, to get it to the point where it's actually a good bike, brings you almost at the price of our entry-level mountain bike.
A lot of the elitism that comes along with cycling about some bikes from like department stores and whatnot, granted some of it is warranted, like very low-end bikes from like Walmart, sure. But these kind of bridge bikes, like this Costco bike, I think these bikes are fine. I think what you're getting is just a similar bike to what you would get from, say, us or any other local bike shop, just without all the service and the extras that come along with going to your bike shop. I think for this year and probably for the foreseeable future, it's going to be really hard to get that $500 or so entry-level bike from the bike shop right now.
Yeah.
So I think these alternatives like this Costco bike are definitely viable. So again, it's no different than like with a car. Like if you go buy a Civic expecting high horsepower like you would out of a Ferrari, you're gonna be disappointed. So same with this bike.
Or the quality.
Yeah.
Just the quality of the car, right?
Yeah.
And in this particular bike, the quality is not bad because they use decent Shimano parts as far as spec for spec. It's not too far off of a bicycle shop quality bike.
Yeah, it's more or less right there.
So you were there watching her ride it.
Mm-hmm.
How did the bike look to you? Did it look like it was taking it fine and working the way it was supposed to work?
Yeah, so while I was there, I was expecting and just listening for, just like little things like things rattling loose, the drivetrain not holding, it's starting to go, like all the stuff like that. So we were out there for about an hour and a half, and nothing came up. I think I had to tweak the shifting one time, but that's just one of those things that happens on any bike, no matter what, where you just have some new bike break-in periods. So
right.
I think for the type of rider, which is a beginner or absolute beginner, riding beginner trails or mellow trails, as long as they stick to stuff like that, I think it's fine. The fork was fine, brakes were fine, shifting was fine. Like everything you need from a bicycle was fine, and there was no issues that arose from that. Right there.
So we work in a shop. So knowing that we don't have certain levels of bikes available, would you recommend this bike to a friend? Would you say, hey, they have this bike at Costco, bring it to the shop and we'll build it for you and we'll make sure it's right? Is that something that you would feel comfortable recommending to someone?
100%. Ever since this project started, and I've been telling people, it's like, hey, this is actually a viable solution. So if you can find it at Costco, grab it and bring it to your local shop, bring it to somebody that's actually a competent mechanic, or whatever you need to do. Just make sure it gets built properly. That's really the biggest caveat to all of it. If you don't build it up proper, like we saw in the first video of just, things out the box need to be adjusted, like the wheels. The hubs were just not adjusted properly at all.
No.
You just need to do that from the brake, and you'll be good.
Is that Costco bike one size fit all, or were there multiple sizes?
When I got it, it was one size fits all. So that's
Okay.
the only.
That's another downside.
Yep.
Obviously, it's going to be that bike was basically a medium.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're over, I'd say 5'9", you're not going to fit it. Or if you're under 5'4" or 5'5", you're not going to fit it.
But yeah, to wrap this up, solid bike. It'll get the job done for the target market and on the intended trails. Just make sure it is built properly. Can't stress that enough.
There it is.
So boom.
All
Go
right.
buy a bike and have fun.
See you guys.
Peace.
This was great. I really enjoyed the experience. I was a little scared at first because I thought maybe I might go over a stump and fall over or something like that. I was thinking the worst, but it wasn't that bad. I was with people who knew what they were doing, so I felt pretty safe, testing myself. So jumping logs and that kind of thing. I was scared at first, but I'm not scared anymore. I kind of like the adrenaline of doing it. Of course, I want to get more comfortable going downhill and just kind of enjoying that part. But I would definitely do this again. The bike overall was very comfortable. The tires felt really good. Like I felt like, they would take me over whatever obstacle that I went through. And it handled very well. It was very responsive overall and easy to gear and that kind of thing. So I felt good. So I would definitely do this again. I feel like I want to go home and watch YouTube videos about mountain biking so I can get better. And I'll probably hear Diana's voice in my brain level pedals, and use your hips. So I would definitely do this again. And thank you for this experience.